Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, today what I wanted to do is I want to talk to y'all today about car wrecks. I know I got a bunch of stuff in the background, but just pretend it's not there. I had some different things that I'm trying to arrange and stuff, so I'm gonna try to make sure I can get that stuff off the camera. But anyway, today me and my fiance, we were involved in a car accident. What happened is that we were driving up a hill like this. We're going up the hill, and when we were going up the hill, we noticed that people were being slow, and they were not going the speed limit like they were supposed to and things, right? So when we get to the top of the hill, somebody decides to suddenly stop in front of us, right? So we put, my fiance puts on the brakes to stop the car. And we were stopped behind the car. Then what happens is there is this guy, of Middle Eastern descent. He was driving behind us, and then he was texting, and then he smashed in the back of us. It was like a fender bender, basically. And the guy, got out of his car, told us, hey, pull over to the side and stuff like that, because he didn't want to obstruct traffic and things like that. So my fiance and I were okay. We were able to walk away from the car wreck and things like that. From me watching court shows, I took a ton of pictures. I advise you guys to do the same thing too, because on court shows, something I learned is you need to have evidence in case you have to go to court. So you need to be taking pictures if you're involved in a car accident. If you can't get up, I'm not telling you if you're injured in a car wreck to get out the car and everything if you're injured. No, I'm not telling you to do that. If you can get up and things like that, and get out the car, go ahead and get out the car and things. Yes, you want to get over to the shoulder, or you want to pull into a parking lot that's nearby. That is something you want to do. Okay. Now I know you can't really control circumstances, but it's a good idea when you're driving around not to have kids in the car. I saw something really sad like last year where me and my fiance were driving, and was driving on this road, and we saw these people had a car accident, and we saw that there was like this baby. It's like a baby, like bassinet holder. I think bassinet is like what you put a baby in and stuff like that, or baby car seat. Okay, that's something people know. So baby car seat. We saw that it was like a baby like car seat holder thing that baby car seat would snap into in the car. We saw that outside the car. Okay, and this is really sad too. The people were holding together. It happened to be like a black couple. They were hit by, I'm not really sure who it was. Could have been a white couple or something. And the black people's baby got hurt. I'm not sure about the severity, but accidents are sad in general. They really are. It can cause you to have flashbacks of the situation and things. So you don't want to do that. For me and my fiance, like I said, we can get up and get out the car. He pulled into a nearby parking lot, and at that point, I took as many pictures as possible. The guy seemed to be really nice about it. He hasn't paid for the damage just yet because it just happened today. It happens to be Easter weekend and stuff, so we won't really be able to work on things until like Monday of next week or so. So we'll kind of see what happens. The thing is that, in those situations, there's likely that if you're involved in an accident, not that it's your fault or anything, but if you hit somebody or, that person's not at fault or whatever. The thing is that, and I'm talking about in the car, not like when they're walking across the street, but in general, if you find yourself in an accident, regardless if you were the person who hit somebody or if you're just an innocent bystander that's sitting in the car or something like that, right? With accidents, you have to be really careful, okay? People's emotions can really get really high and climb up there and get really angry. They can get heated or something like that. And you don't really want to be in that situation at all. What you want to do is you want to be as calm as possible. If you need to take a couple of minutes to just sit in the car, you can do that. If you know somebody's prone to being angry, then you can just have them sit in the car while you're taking pictures. Another thing I learned about the court show is you do want to take video, right after it happens. Don't wait till you get home or anything. Don't drive away. Make sure you get a video. Make sure you get pictures. If the person says they're going to pay you, get it in a text message. So if you have to sue them for some reason, you'll have that text message, get their driver's license, so you know that they're a real person and they're not just like faking around or anything. And you also want to get their license plate. Okay. You want to get the make and model of the car. So it's okay if you don't know cars. That's completely okay. What you can do is take a picture of the back of their car. A lot of times the back of somebody's car is going to have the type of car that it is. So the L, like if it's Lexus, it'll have an L. Okay. If it's a Benz, I'm not really sure about the Benz. I think the Benz is like a circle and like lines and stuff. Because my dad drove a Benz. So, if you can take a picture of the back of the car, it'll say the type of car that it is. You know what I mean? And, you want to get their license plate. You ain't got to get the front, but you can get you can get the back. I would take a picture of the front just in case later, if for some reason you look at the pictures and the license plate's not correct, then you can be, telling the authorities. My advice here is, pay for your insurance. Don't be driving around without insurance, because my fiance, he happened to be driving around without any insurance. It's not like he didn't have it before, but what he was trying to do was, we were just trying to go get some donuts. We didn't think that, we'd be involved in an accident or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, he's supposed to be trying to get his car registered and stuff. And, he didn't think this would happen. I didn't think it was going to happen. You know what I mean? So, now we're more aware, several years ago, my car got hit from behind by this guy. He didn't have any insurance or anything like that. I think I had insurance, but then the thing is that if you file a claim for your insurance payments are going to go up just because you were involved in an accident. You know what I mean? And they skyrocket, and you don't want that to be the case. You know what I mean? So, if you want to go through the insurance company, you can. You can take pictures, do the same things I'm saying in this video, just to make sure you're covered. Because the worst thing you can do when it comes to an accident is not take any pictures. Don't just, if you're involved in an accident and another person's coming over to you, try to keep it light. Try to keep it a happy situation. Today, when after my fiance was in an accident, along with me being in a car, what did I do? I stayed calm. I didn't go off or none of that stuff. All I did was I was trying to keep it light between my fiance and the dude. You know what I mean? And, it worked out okay. Well, it's yet to be seen if the guy's going to pay for the damage. But one thing you can do is, take a picture of the person's license. If the person doesn't want you to take a picture of, their license or something like that, it's best to get the license plate and call the police so that the police are there and they can, document who this person is, and they'll be forced to take their license out and then go from there. It's yet to be seen what's going to happen with regards to the accident. My fiance's bumper is messed up, so that does have to be fixed because he's trying to get his car registered. Well, not registered. He's trying to get his license plate renewed. So we're going to see where that goes. Okay. Takeaways from this that I would tell you guys is here. First of all, get off your phone. Don't be texting when you're driving. Don't be doing none of that stuff. Put your phone down. I don't care if you got to put your phone in your trunk, okay? Put your phone in your trunk, put in your purse, put on silent. You know what I mean? Ladies, gentlemen, you can drop it in the trunk, put in your coat before you leave, whatever. Whatever is going on where you got to use your phone, you can wait till you get to your destination to do that. Gentlemen, I understand if you're going on a date with a lady, then, you want to impress your date. You know what I mean? I know you want to keep in contact with your date, but you can wait till you get to where you're going to do that. Ladies, same thing goes for you. If you're going on a date or you're going to an event like a wedding or funeral or, you know, you're just going to, hang out with the girls or whatever situation, please put your phone down. Okay. The reason I say that is because you can end up getting in an accident with somebody. And if you get in that accident, you never know what's going on with that person. You get what I'm saying? So you never know if you're going to run into a serial killer. You get what I'm saying? You don't know that. You don't know if that person's a quack and they're crazy. You don't know if they too ghetto. You don't know if the dude's a real street nigga. You don't know if, the girl's a ride or die chick. You don't know none of that stuff. And when you hit somebody, or let's say you're the victim of someone hitting you from behind, if somebody hits you from behind, which are my cars, then the best course of action is realize you don't know who that person is. That is a complete stranger. You don't know if you can trust them. If they say, they can give you money right there, you don't know if it's counterfeit. It's good to sleep on it, to find out what you want to do. Don't just decide everything right there. There's some things you do and you don't say to the person. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell the person your next course of action. Don't really say that. You can always say, well, hey, I'm going to give it till tomorrow. And I'm gonna think about the next course of action and what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna decide it right now because my emotions are high and stuff. Like that would be an accident. So, sleep on it. Definitely get their phone number, get a copy of their license, or take a picture of it. We got smartphones these days, so there's no reason you guys can't take a picture. I understand if your phone's dying, but if you have somebody that's riding with you, definitely get their phone. If nobody is with you, call somebody that you know and have them drive down there, okay? Have your mama, your dad, your sister, brother, uncle, auntie, grandma, somebody, what I'm saying? Somebody who has a smartphone to come down there and take pictures of the situation. One thing we didn't do is we didn't take pictures immediately after the accident, like right when the cars were stuck to each other. We didn't do that because we had to move the cars. But in the future, I know now to do that when it comes to an accident. And one thing you don't want to do is assume you're okay when you're not. You know what I mean? You don't want to assume that. So definitely take it upon yourself to not assume. Go to a hospital. Okay. If you don't want to go to a hospital because it'll run up your credit, go to your local doctor. Go to a chiropractor. Go to someone with massage so that you can make sure that they can know what happened so that they can try to help you out. You know what I mean? So you need that proof. According to these court shows that I watch, you need to have proof. You need to have pictures. You need to have video. You need to have text messages. You need to have their license. You need to have license plates. If you can't get their driver's license, get their license plate. If nothing else, that's what you really want to do. You're doing this to make sure you cover your bases. If you're driving without insurance, get you some insurance. I don't care if it's a $20 insurance. At least if you get that insurance, at least you got something. I know insurance can be high. From my perspective, it is. And I know what it's like to be involved in an accident. It's scary. Your emotions go high. Sometimes people get into fist fights and stuff like that. And, it's good to have the police there to document as long as you have insurance. If you don't have insurance, you may want to decide to try to settle it without getting the police involved. So you and that other person, don't have to, you and the person who either hit you or something like that, person who hit you, or, you're the victim. So if somebody hit you from behind, it's the person whose fault it is that hit you from behind, and then it's you and whoever's in the car with you. You know what I mean? You want to try to be positive. One thing you don't have to do, you don't have to drive to where that person's going or stalk them to where they're going. You don't have to do all that. Get their phone number so you can make sure that you can contact them. Let them know, hey, I'm going to need to call you. So I need to have your phone number. Now if the person's being a real jerk or girl's being a bitch who hit you, if that's the case, then what you want to do is that you want to, get a video of the person, get a video. So you know what they look like, and you can say, well, this girl has blonde hair, blue eyes, she's about this much tall. You know, she's taller than me or shorter than me. You know, not sure about the weight, you know, but if they don't want to give you like their driver's license, take a picture of them. You know, taking a picture would be the best thing, because what if they're not driving their car? What if they're driving somebody else's car? You know, and it could be their mom's car, their auntie's car. You know what I mean? So what I suggest is for you guys to do everything like court shows. If you haven't watched a court show about there being an accident or something like that, if you haven't, you know, watch a few of them. You know, I watch court shows and stuff, just, you know, just to watch as entertainment, but it can teach you some things as well. So do that. Please have a charged phone when you're going out and you're driving or something like that. I don't care if you're driving around the corner. I don't care if you're, you know, just going to the gas station, have a phone with you. I would have had my cell phone. I didn't have my cell phone today. I really didn't have it. I should have. So I could have, you know, at least had more pictures and stuff and things like that. So that's something else. I know I keep saying pictures, but pictures helps. Having insurance helps, you know. Whether or not you want to get the police involved is really up to you. But I just want you guys to know that accidents can get tragic. You know, I've seen accidents with broken glass. I've seen it with airbags, you know, expanded, and you know, you don't know who was hurt or anything. And you know, I try not to have them. You know, people these days, I know that there's a lot they're thinking about what's going on in their life and stuff that can bother them. One last thing I want to talk to you guys about is that if you're involved in an accident, like I said, people can be crazy. Okay, they literally can be crazy. They can be hotheads. Who knows what's going on with them? Okay. And one thing that I want to tell the people who cause the accidents, because if you hit somebody from behind, like your car hits their car from behind and strikes the back of their car, you are at fault. If you don't know that, you can Google it. You can go to your local driver's book, you know, at the driver's license place, you know, you can go there, get a driver's book. If you don't know that, you're at fault if you hit somebody from behind. Okay. And, you know, yeah, you might be mad that they were in front of you, but they may have a reason as to why they're in front of you and they're stopped. Okay. Regardless of who is at fault and who's not, the important thing to know is that emotions run high. Person who caused the accident, okay? You, in particular, person who caused it, what you need to know is that you never know what somebody's health condition is. You never know that. I don't care if they look normal, they look like they can walk, everything. You know, 10 fingers, 10 toes, you know, I don't care how they're acting. You need to be careful hitting people. If you're texting and driving, if you're on the phone yelling at your boyfriend or girlfriend and stuff, and you cause an accident, okay? If that's the case, you need to be careful, person who caused the accident, because do you know what? You never know what this person who you hit is going to do, okay? You never know if they're going to get out the car and start trying to fight you. You never know that. You never know if they're going to try to follow you home, okay? You never know if this person is going to get your information and then they're going to show up outside your house. You know what I mean? Or follow you where you're going. You don't know that. You don't know if this person who you hit, you don't know if they're going to say they're a lot more hurt than what they said that they were. So they might say, you know, they might be up walking around, everything, but you never know. You know, sometimes people are going to sue you over it. And when they come to court, they're going to have crutches and a neck brace and everything. And, you know, eye patch, and saying that, you know, you caused them this tremendous amount of injury when you probably didn't, but they will try to get as much money out of you as possible. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you have all that, because that person can try to clean you out. Okay? They can try to clean you out. So what you want to do. That's why a lot of people have police at the scene of accidents, because if the police is there, then the police can document what's happening and they can have you guys stay in your vehicles or whatever. If the police are not there, you have the control, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? If that person goes crazy, then probably better to call the police, because you don't want this person to try to kill you because you hit their car. I mean, and nothing, if somebody has a brand new car and you hit their car, it's going to be expensive to fix that if they just brought that car. Okay. This is why I say don't text and drive, because people don't think about this, but do you have the money to fix that person's car? Because that person may want to get a brand new car. Okay. And you don't know what that job is for a living. You have no idea. I mean, they may have this really expensive ass job and stuff, and they want you to pay for their kids' babysitting and all this other kind of stuff that has nothing to really do with the accident. But if they have kids, they can say, oh, my kids were in daycare, and I was charged an extra this amount of money and all this other kind of stuff just because of this and things like that. They can try to clean you out. So I just want to let you guys know this. I want to let you know that keeping your phone in your trunk and your back seat and your glove box, whatever, is better than texting and then hitting the back of somebody's car with the front of your car. Okay? Having insurance is better than not having the insurance. And then somebody hitting you, and then you have to try to settle it without the insurance. Okay. I mean, you can probably get more money out of that person than, with insurance than you could without it. Okay. So I just want to tell you guys about this. I want to talk to you about different aspects of accidents. And I want to talk to you about the fact that, you never know how a bad situation is going to escalate. You know what I mean? And you never know. Some people will never be okay with it. Some people are just going to be like, okay, just pay for the back of my car. That's all I want. And then they'll just let you go. They ain't going to be like, oh, I'm going to be telling people on social media, I'm going to the news, all that stuff. So I just want to talk to you guys about this. I did run over my video time, but I just want to give you this helpful information. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you have any comments, please comment below. Thank you for watching and have a good evening. Bye-bye.